Hi all, welcome to my channel, welcome to my world. This is the world of Wayne, and just off the back of the Marvel movie collection figurines we've now got the next 4 issues of Eagle Moss's Build the Delorean. Okay, this is issue 16 we'll look at in a minute, but we had a rather hastily torn off bit of paper, as you can see, which came in this delivery. I'll post a picture up on here. Basically it says, Dear subscriber, please accept our apologies as we have experienced an unexpected delay with your binder. You can be assured your binder is on order and we will be delivered in your upcoming delivery. Thank you for your patience. Yours sincerely, the publisher. I like how it's just been ripped off, so they must have really had to frantically put these into the boxes, but I don't use the binders, so when they come, matter of fact, I've still got an unopened one there. I might do a giveaway or something like that, just so people that want extra binders and don't want to have to pay for them, you know, you can have one. Anyway, let's have a look what we got in this issue. This is going to be doing the Gearbox, so there's some of the bits there. We'll get them out in a second. But here is the magazine, issue 16. And this is all the parts we've got. As you can see, new screws and stuff like that. So I have to get my screw box out. I think this is going to be quite an easy one to put together, actually, but we'll see. Just tells us what we need to do, and I will blast these up when we actually do the build. A little bit more. Basically 2 pages worth of stuff and the really big pictures, so this will be a really quick one. More about the production diary there. Some behind the scenes stuff, the ethical stories, and what's coming in the next one, which again is just some more bits for the engine that we're going to be building. Just a little biography there about Crispin Glover. This is exactly what we've got coming, so basically let's get building on this and see how quick an issue this one is. Okay, I've laid these pieces out. We've got the DM screws and AM screws. I believe this is a new one for us. We've got the EP screw. So, not quite sure what that one's going to be used for. And just to let you know, on the side of the gearbox housing, this is metal and it's quite heavy as well. So it does show the quality of these images here. Obviously, this bit here is plastic, but this is metal, as you can hear. But the first thing it wants me to do is actually to use this piece here. We're going to be putting plastic together. This is step 1 of fitting the oil pump housing and the lower pan. So we're going to be putting this bit just on these 2. As you see, you've got 2 holes on this bit here. They're going to be going onto these 2 holes on this bit here. Just like so. And they are going to be secured with the AM screws, which come here. So I haven't got to open my trusty box of screws up. Because everything I need is going to be in this bag, and then what I'll do is I'll add any spare ones to it later, so that's why I've just tipped them all out there. I've got a whole heap of screwdrivers here, but I will use the ones that are supposed to come with it, because I tend to find if I use my R2-D2 ones I round the heads, which we don't want to do. So let's get this in here. I can see this is going to be a problem, so I'm going to have to mount the screw to start off with. I'm guessing everybody's going to start getting their deliveries today. If you haven't already signed up to the Facebook group, then I suggest you go over and check the video description, because that's in there now. And you know, people tell you when when these are coming and stuff like that, so you haven't got to wait around. You'll know when it's expected. As long as your payments come out of the bank, you can normally expect it to be delivered a couple of days after that. That's with Eagle Moss anyway. It doesn't work that way with the Agostini. With the R2-D2, the best way to find out if you're getting it is to get yourself a crystal ball or do a seance. Anyway, so 2 screws in here. I can see this straight away, this is going to be a nice quick issue. And then we're going to be using AM screws again, because the next bit we're going to be putting in is this flat area here. Again, this has got 2, don't know if you can see that, 2 little holes there. And these holes here are going to be going sort of like up on this section here. I'm just going to see what way round it goes. By the look of it, it's following... if it went the other way, let's just see what that caused. It's going to be following the angle of this side here, so make sure you put that in the right way. It doesn't go in this way, it's going to go in the other way, so that this edge here follows the edge of the bottom of the gearbox here. So we'll load another screw up and get this in. These are going in absolutely lovely. So compared to all the hassle that we had with trying to put screws into the chassis, it's a nice welcome to a nice welcome break to have these put in this way. I just realised when I'm doing this I haven't got my glasses on, so I can't actually see what I'm doing. That's why when you watch these videos you'll see that I do the introductions and I've got my glasses on, and then when the videos are finishing you'll see that, oh sorry, when I'm doing the introduction at the start they're off, and when I start to do the video at the end of it I've got them on. But that's it, that's basically step 2 done. So we've got this plastic bit in here and the black bit at the end, as you can see, and that black bit follows the angle of the contour of the gearbox there. Okay, we put that to one side because we're going to be using this bit now, which is fixing the axle mounts. So we're going to be having one of these bits, and it's going to be going on to, these bits are exactly the same, these rubbery bits, so they just go on like that. That's interesting. Place one of the parts 16F into one of the parts 16E as shown, push the 2 parts together. Place the other part 16F into the other part 16E as shown. Oh right, yeah, we have got 2. I got worried then because I thought I only had one of these. These are directional, so they need to go in with the flange bit opposite to the metal end there. So if you can see that, that's how they go in. And the same with that one there. Okay, now these are going to be put into the engine bay. We're going to be using this other engine bay, and this is step 3. Right, it's going to be going in. Let's get me bearings onto this bit here. It can only go in the one way. See, there's a little semicircular outcrop there. It can only go in the one way, so that's going to go in there. And this is going to be secured with one of these EP screws. So let's get these out of the box. EP, obviously we haven't had these ones before, or if we have, I've run out of them, so you may have to correct me with that if we have used EP before. But we've got a little hole in there. We're going to screw this into the hole, and I'm always going to give you a review at how easy they're going in, and that one is going in really easy. You know it's seated correctly because that will be horizontal to the unit there. Okay. If it isn't, then obviously loosen it up a little bit and just make sure that it is completely perpendicular to the actual outer edge there. But it should seat fine, so that's that one in. That was step 3. Step 4, we're going to be doing exactly the same on the other side here. So we'll put that in there, make sure it's around the right way. Perfect. And then we'll screw this in. Now I just felt in my hands then that it actually came out a little bit, so I think the best way to do this is to put it in roughly the way it goes, start the screw and then rotate it to where it should actually be, and that way you're not going to tighten it up and then realise you're having to change it afterwards. Oh come on, there we go. Which doesn't really want to work on this one, of course, because it's just me. God, I've just got so fiddly hands at the moment. It's I don't know why that is. Perhaps it's because I've got nerves about building this issue, and hopefully all the nightmares of what we had in the past. There we go. I'll put that in a little bit just so I can make sure that that's at the right angle, and then we'll tighten that up. Okay, and that's that one in there. So we've got this one in this side and that one in that side. Nice and tight in there, as you can see. And then the next thing, we're going to be putting both of these bits together. So this bit is going to go onto this bit like that. And then we're going to be screwing these together with the DM screws. Let's get these out of the box. I'm having to put them in different areas around the table here, because obviously I don't want to mix them up, because they've got to go in my pillbox after. There's 2 large holes in here, so the first one's going to go in this one, and they're going in absolutely lovely. And then the second one can only go in the one place, into that one there. Get that tightened up. Doesn't take a lot of screwing, these ones. It's probably about 4 turns or 4 whole turns, should I say. And that's it. That is the gearbox done, or the transmission case, and obviously that's going to be going into the vehicle eventually. But as for now, that's all we have to do for this issue. Let's put my microphone back up there. Yeah, all finished. So next issue, as I said, we're working on some of the engine parts, but I hope you like issue 16. Before I go, because I didn't mention it at the start, with the delivery we did get an expansion of the vehicle, which looks a little bit like that. Look, an exploded diagram. There we go. And that's the other side. But the thing that we're all interested in is this little bit here. Look, we're getting an alarm clock and the plutonium case. Obviously there was speculation when this first started, are we getting these? Well, there's your confirmation. We are definitely getting them. Anyway, issue 17 coming soon. Hope you like that video. Take care.